December 10th marks the first day of Hannukah, the 8-day festival of lights that celebrates the rededication of the Jewish Holy Temple in Jerusalem. There are parties, presents, and lots of special foods. And even though I'm not Jewish, I'm not above doing a little Epicurean celebration, so I'm headed to Wise Sons Deli in the Mission District to pick up some goodies. IMO, this is one of the best Jewish delis in San Francisco. And a caveat that this isn't an old world deli in the New York Katz's or Los Angeles Cantor's sort of a way. It's very San Francisco hip with multi-ethnic influences and a California farm-to-table sensibility. Okay, I picked up a few items here, and since the city is now shut down for both indoor and outdoor dining, I'm going to take this to Dolores Park to eat. Probably the most popular Hannukah food and my personal favorite are potato latkes. The recipe is pretty simple. It's just grated potatoes, onions, and sometimes cheese, bound together with a pancake mix of eggs, potato starch, and matzo meal or breadcrumbs. Then you fry them the hell up. A lot of traditional Hannukah meals are deep fried, and that's because of the symbolism of oil. The story goes that after the retaking of the temple, only one night's worth of olive oil was left to light the lamps. But miraculously, it lasted for 8 days. Big respect to olive oil. Then, it's a requirement to eat it topped off with warm applesauce and sour cream. And don't skimp on the sour cream. You can work it off later. That's a big bite. So yummy. I love that these are thicker patties so that the potatoes in them taste a lot meatier. And folks, again, adding a little applesauce and sour cream really adds a nice depth and richness to the latke. Unfortunately, they're a tad bit cold because of the transit time over here to Dolores Park. Otherwise, they'd be a lot crunchier, but I still love them. And the other thing that I personally like that others may not is that it's not as heavily seasoned with salt. So like if you're expecting a French fry, this ain't it. Now, I am noticing that one downside of these thicker pancakes is that they crumble and fall apart a lot easier. I also opted for the house smoked salmon, which doesn't come with it and is an add-on, but totally worth it. Especially if you're gonna be doing a deli, right? Okay, let's try a bite with the smoked salmon. Love that salmon. Smoky, salty. Smoking is perfect. There's no fishy taste at all. I gotta do a bite with just the smoked salmon. So yummy. You could tell that that fish is very fresh because it's still flaky even after the smoking. Strangely, I'm also really digging that sweet salty flavor from the combination of the smoked salmon, applesauce, sour cream, and the potatoes. I'm gonna rate this latke 7 out of 10 because it's substantial enough to be a meal on its own. And you just gotta get it with the smoked salmon. One of my fondest memories of elementary school was when all the Jewish moms would bring in homemade latkes to celebrate Hannukah with the class. It was the best. For special religious holidays and on the Sabbath, Jewish people traditionally eat challah, a special kosher egg bread that is pretty similar in taste and consistency to brioche. In modern times, you can eat babka instead, which uses a laminated challah dough and that's braided with either cinnamon, fruits, cheese, and most popularly, chocolate. Where to begin with this? I think I should just take a bite. Oh my God, heavenly. That's a really good quality dark chocolate. You can taste that richness in every bite. And the bread is really moist and flaky. And I don't know if you can see it here, the sun's now shining directly on me, so it's a little bit of a challenging lighting, but there's kind of a streusel topping, which is essentially flour and brown sugar. Nice crunchy texture. So good. It's all so good. Folks, I am giving this babka a 10 out of 10. I know, can you believe it? My first perfect score. It's a must if you're a pastry lover and a chocolate lover. The ratio of chocolate to bread is just right, and love that crunchy streusel topping, which gives it a nice texture. And this bread holds up well, warm or cold. Wise Sons also sells sufganiyot, a yeast-filled donut that's filled with delicious berry jam, eaten only at Hannukah. But it's only available as part of their holiday catering menu, which starts selling about the time that you're watching this video. So, didn't make it into this feast. Here's a picture instead. There you have it, folks. My small Hannukah celebration for the year. And if you want to give these items a try, most Jewish delis will have Latkes and Babka on their menu throughout the year, so you could try it at any time. And to all my Jewish friends and subscribers, happy Hannukah.